Hey YouTube, it's Cliff. Here's a few things I want to talk about today. First one being Blockfi and how they are turning into an absolute garbage exchange. I want to talk about Etoro delisting Cardano and how Charles Hoskinson doesn't even understand what delisting means. I want to talk about India potentially banning cryptocurrencies as well as a little bit of US regulation news. So, in the BlockFi news, BlockFi, the crypto lending firm that's battling multiple state security regulators over its high interest savings account, announced over Twitter today that it would no longer offer free withdrawals on ETH due to increasing transaction costs on Ethereum network. The announcement applies not only to ETH, but for tokens that run on top of the Ethereum network. Those four tokens are Chainlink, Pax Gold, Uniswap, and Basic Attention Token. Previously, BlockFi users were allowed to make one cryptocurrency withdrawal and one stablecoin withdrawal each month for free. Subsequent withdrawals were charged with an ETH removal, bringing a 0.02 fee. Starting December 1st, every Ethereum withdrawal will carry a 0.015 ETH fee with Link, PaxG, Uni, and VAT carrying their own charges. And so at current rates, if you would like to withdraw from BlockFi with your ERC20 tokens, they are going to charge you $64, which is just absolutely ridiculous. At that point, why would you even keep ETH on this lending platform? It's stupid. I just can't believe it. And it's not, I'm giving BlockFi a lot of hate on this. It's not just BlockFi, it is Ethereum gas fees as a whole. It's just that BlockFi cannot keep up with this anymore. We need to see some change with Ethereum gas fees soon. It's just ridiculous. If we're gonna use ETH, something needs to happen. And it just seems like every every update gets pushed back and nothing is happening. So hopefully soon we will see something happening with ETH. And if it's not ETH, can Cardano come along or some other network that just doesn't have these ridiculous gas fees? But anyway, Celsius doesn't currently charge any fees. So if you'd like to sign up for Celsius, link in the description. So anyway, moving on. Cardano, the native coin of the Cardano blockchain, fell today to $1.60, its lowest point since August 9th, and 48% off its all-time high of $3.09 on September 2nd. The price movement comes on the heels of restrictions on US holders of ADA and Tron by crypto trading platforms eToro, citing business-related considerations in the evolving regulatory environment. eToro will not allow new ADA or Tron buys after December 25th. The platform will also pull support for staking of ADA and Tron starting December 31st. So when I first heard this news, I was like, does anyone even use eToro? I don't know anybody that uses this exchange, so I don't even see why it matters, but I guess the fear in the market caused Cardano's price to fall. And from what I hear, there's actually not a lot of movement going on with Cardano anyway. So there's a little bit of kind of hesitation going on. But then I see the CEO of ADA, Charles Hoskinson, and he tweets this. We didn't even get delisted. ADA is still on eToro and non-US customers can freely trade. That which was like, okay, well, that's kind of a funny way of saying that it was delisted for American customers. I mean, it's still delisted for US citizens. So I don't know what point he was trying to make there, but it's not a good look. It's still just not a good look. They were delisted because of regulations. There was concerns going on. So anyway, moving on to India. India is in the spotlight again as Prime Minister Narendra Modi government said on Tuesday that it was preparing to introduce a bill prohibiting all private cryptocurrencies in the country. Included in the legislative agenda for the winter session beginning on November 29th, the Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Office Official Digital Currency Bill 2021, is also seeking to establish a framework for a central bank digital currency, which would be issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So essentially, what I grabbed from this is they are trying to outlaw cryptocurrencies because they are trying to move in with their own CBDC, which will allow them to maintain control of their currency. Obviously, they don't want crypto. But the main issue that I had is that whoever wrote this bill just decided to state it as private cryptocurrencies, which doesn't really mean anything. When you say private cryptocurrencies, are you referring to people who hold a wallet and that is their private cryptocurrencies? Are you referring to private blockchains like Monero, privacy tokens? Are you referring to stable coins? Like, what are you talking about Bitcoin in the sense that if you don't have KYC laws, are you talking about crypto as a whole? Nobody knows. So that alone has brought a lot of fear to the market, and we can see that prices right now they're not doing amazing. We haven't really fell that much. When I last looked, we were around 57K for Bitcoin, but still, there's just a lot of bad news that seems to be coming out. So anyway, India, if you want to ban it, just do it. Like, who cares really? Like, come on. Moving on to U.S. news. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency today published a letter instructing banks and federal savings associations that they must demonstrate adequate controls prior to engaging in crypto-related activities. Today's letter reaffirms the primacy of safety and soundness. Providing this clarity will help ensure that these cryptocurrency distributed ledgers and stablecoin activities will be conducted by national banks and federal savings associations in a safe and sound manner. Which, okay, if we're going to move towards banks custodying crypto and people are actually going to do that, fine. There needs to be safeguards in place. There's no issue with that. Because many of these technologies and products present novel risk, banks must be able to demonstrate that they have appropriate risk management systems and controls in place to conduct them safely. The letter provides a degree of regulatory clarity for banks and federal savings associates insofar as they can refer to their relevant supervisory office to provide notice that they intend to carry out crypto-related activities. So if you are a bank wanting to jump on board with custodying crypto, you will need to abide by these laws. Easy. One thing I noticed towards the end, the Bank of International Settlements also said that this year that banks must set aside sufficient capital to cover any losses they may suffer over any crypto asset holdings. Obviously, as banks begin to custody crypto, they're going to be vulnerable to different kinds of cyber attacks. And if you are giving your keys to a bank, and something happens to them, something happens to your crypto, ultimately, I would expect a return from that. Otherwise, why would you even let your bank have this money so that they can do the same thing BlockFi and Celsius is doing, lending it out and making money that they're probably not going to give you? So if someone were to let them have their crypto, I think it should be at least protected and they should see a return if something were to happen. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. Let me know what you think down in the description, and thank you for watching.